Coming up on 25 minutes after 11, I'm Nick Harcourt, your host for Morning Becomes Eclectic here at 89.9 KCRW. It's Friday morning as we get ready to head into the weekend, and I'm happy to say that Bostich and Fusible join us this morning. It's been about 3 or 4 years since we saw you guys last time around. Welcome back.
Thank you.
A new album to talk about, obviously, Tijuana Sound Machine, which comes out next week, and lots of other stuff. But right now, we'll throw it over to you. Do you want to introduce the musicians that you brought in with you this morning?
Yes, we have Juan Telles in accordion, Erasmo, clarinet, Tavo, trumpet, and Martin, trumpet.
Welcome all, and if you have a chance while you're listening to us, if you're listening to it online, take a look at the video portion of this as well, because there's going to be a couple of intriguing bits and pieces going on, apart from just the camera shots of the guys in studio. So we'll throw it over to Nortec Collective, Bostich, and Fusible. Morning becomes eclectic. It's KCRW. A couple of the guys from the Nortec Collective. It's Bostich and Fusible. Welcome back again, guys. Thanks.
Hey, thank
you.
I don't know if we cut you off a little bit early there, did we? We weren't sure if you were just going to like keep going straight up to the news or something. And
we can do it on the next set.
Okay. Let's talk a little bit about this album. Now, there's been a few albums over the years, I think, and if I'm correct, this is the third official U.S. release. Is that right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly. And it's just the two of you guys this time around, and I want to talk a little bit about the difference, I guess, between this record and the first two, because this one seems to have sort of stepped it up a little bit. You got vocals on the record more so than in the past. Was there a decision? An actual decision made to do that, to shift it around a little bit? You know, we've had a lot of electronic music over the years without vocals, and then some more of the Western bands from Europe, etc., have started to hire vocalists and that kind of thing. Did you think about that deliberately when you set out to do this new one?
Yeah, I mean, like last time when we did like Tijuana Makes Me Happy, that's I mean, had some vocals there, but only phrases that we take from an article in TJ, but it doesn't have any like lyrics, like actual lyrics. So a friend of mine from Canada is a band called Vitamins for You. We met him in the Mutec Festival. So I mean, when I heard his voice, I mean, I knew that they will fit on Nortec, especially in the track Brown Bike. So when we, talked with him about it, I mean, he write the lyrics for the track. We just, did the music, and then he did the lyrics, and it was a really good, for us to experiment to see if we can have a track like that. So it's the only track that has that kind of vocals. The rest only the same phrases and stuff like that.
Right, but that one's an actual song as
Exactly.
opposed to just snippets and pasting together bits and pieces, right? So you mentioned meeting at a festival. You guys have been pretty busy the last couple of years traveling around the world, right?
Yeah, with Nortec Collective, I mean, with the Tijuana Session Volume 3, we did a tour like in Europe, South America. We went to Australia with different countries. And during that time, I mean, we were, doing, writing music for the next Nortec Collective album. But the thing is that we decided to everybody like together, like starting to, like in this case, Voces and Fusible, put our stuff out, because we have that many tracks that we don't want to like only put few in the next Nortec Collective. So everybody, we decided to wait and release like individual albums, and then next year or so we're gonna put again the Nortec Collective.
Well, we should point out that the collective is more than just you two guys. There's another half a dozen guys doing various bits and pieces musically, but
yes.
also there's a lot of other components to the Nortec Collective. And for those of our listeners who are also watching, our viewers, I guess, online, who can see some of the video that we're streaming at the same time, we can see that there's a visual component, a graphic design component as well. Tell us a little bit, perhaps for our listeners who haven't heard you talk before or heard us talk, exactly what the collective is and what the aim and the idea is with taking the Tijuana Nortec Collective to a bigger audience.
Okay, we are very glad in this time to have our friend Ernesto Aelo. He's doing the visual arts, but we have another people includes that participate in the collective. Another is Fritz Torres. He's been doing graphics for Nortec since we started in 1999, and the collective is more people involved in this movement from Tijuana cultural voice. And Nortec keeps muting and transformer in other things. And now we're very happy because in music we are in charge of the music of Nortec. So the collective of musicians in Nortec, and we can see that in the songs and the sounds. Even in the other artists, the graphic design now is more. At the beginning was they were taking the culture, the narco, the drug dealer culture from Tijuana, the violence. But now we are taking another things from Tijuana, taking the aesthetics from the architecture from Tijuana. It's like taking the good part from Tijuana is I think that is Nortec. Not only the bad news and the violence and the drug dealers.
Well, as you said, there's a lot of good news there, and the good news was there before the bad news, right?
Yes.
Well,
So hopefully that continues on, and you get the opportunity to take the music around the world and to take your culture around the world. I know that there is a release for this CD coming up next Tuesday here in the States, and a show coming up this weekend on Saturday night at the Echo. But you're also telling me there's a big release party down in Tijuana as well.
Sure, we will be there this May 17.
Where's the show going to be this time?
It will be in the name is Multiculti. A lot of people know the name of the place is Multiculti, but now they changed the name of the place. It's called Planeta Tijuana.
Okay.
It used to be an old theater in Tijuana, and will be a big party. So we have our musicians there, most of our friends, and most of the musicians from Banda Agua Caliente that they were participating with us in the record. They were there, so it's like a big party to present it. And I think the people are glad or waiting for this party to have their record and the Nortec guys there.
Sounds like a good opportunity to actually do something that's a little bit fun down there, and ignore some of the more negative stuff that's been going on, right?
Sure.
All right, big party happening on the 17th. For more information, you can go to the Nacional Records website. I would think you'll find some more info there on some of the releases that are coming up, and obviously this one in particular, and any other gigs that are coming your way. So I'm going to throw it back to you guys, Bostich and Fusible, from the Nortec Collective. We've got our second set of music. We're going to come back before the top of the hour and give away some tickets to the show at the Echo, which is happening on Saturday night. That's tomorrow. Okay. As well as copies of the CD. It's Morning Becomes Eclectic. You're listening to KCRW.
Okay.
Tijuana sound machine. Sound machine. Sound machine.
Eclectic. It's KCRW. Wrapping up the program. My thanks to Bostich and Fusi Blay for being here, to Josh Norrick and Jennifer at Nacional, Mario Diaz, our sound engineer this morning, Robert LaFond, thank you, Ernest Ailo for our web video production, and Arthur Lee, our sound intern. Special thanks, Jason Groman. Ariana Morgenstern produces our program.